Northern Nigeria is not on lockdown, but yet the federal government is giving them cash transfer. 2 weeks ago, President Buhari, during a live telecast, announced a lockdown in Lagos, Abuja, and Ogun as part of the preventive measures to contain the spread of coronavirus. Similarly, in other states, mostly southern, followed suit and announced their own lockdown for 2 weeks to complement the effort of the federal government in the fight against coronavirus. It is surprising that while virtually all southern states are in lockdown, no northern state is locked down. Not even Nasarawa state, that is close to Abuja. What is more concerning is the fact that the palliative measures announced by President Buhari have more northern states with high numbers. There should be an explanation why no northern state is locked down, but money is being shared amongst them. Recently, the Northern States Governors Forum on Monday met to discuss the impact of the coronavirus in the region. The meeting, which was conducted via teleconference and chaired by the forum's chairman, Governor Simon Lalong of Plateau State, shared experiences on measures adopted by individual states to deal with the disease. A statement by Lalong's Director of Press and Public Affairs, Dr. Machman Makut, on Monday stated that after receiving reports from various states, the governors resolved to strengthen preventive measures against the pandemic through enhanced boundary controls and surveillance, as well as greater collaboration to ensure that there was a synergy among them in restriction of movement. The meeting all but met certain that they can't lock down their states but would adopt other measures like social distancing. I think the cash payment should focus on the states that are in lockdown, which citizens are put out of their source of income, which I personally believe. I don't understand how social distancing will be implemented because it comes down to the individuals to actually social distance. It depends on where you go. So let's say that public places, if it's on lockdown, then, or if the states, are not on lockdown, it would have to be, let's say, at the gas station where they're giving petrol. There has to be a distance from the person serving the petrol and the actual driver. The driver should not even come down. Or if you get to a market, especially in the marketplace where people need to go buy food and people do their businesses, it comes down to you to social distance or physical distance, because as you're exchanging money and as you're talking to each other, particles from the way you speak goes to the other person. You're just exchanging particles. A lot of people have their comments to say about how northern states are not on lockdown, but they're getting so much money. Somebody says the governors in the south and the people of the south are mumu. Why don't we look at another direction? We are not compatible. I am convinced we are not one. Staying together as one will always bring agony and disappointment to we southerners. My people, let us think twice. At the end of the day, with the way everything was originally, we were not meant to be together. So you can't force separated people in their mind to be together physically. It wouldn't work. That's why people like Nnamdi Kanu are trying to push forward for the new country, Biafra, that would separate themselves from Nigeria's name and just be them. Someone says, our southern governors are fools. Even we, the southern indigenes, are so the problem of ourselves. Somebody says it's time we fight for our own, and I believe that is true. When the people actually fight and go against the government, change will happen. But the thing is, nobody's ready to risk their lives. So at the end of the day, maybe we're not suffering as much. Somebody says, please, which part of the north is that? I'm also in the north, and we have not seen or received anything from anyone. Don't stress yourselves. It's the same level that we're all in. It could be as well, because at the end of the day, the government is very, very good at lying, and so they'd say this and not do it or not fulfill what they say that they're doing. People said, this government has killed the Southwest. Someone says, after saying we are one Nigeria, there is no lockdown in the north, and yet they're sharing money and food. That's the thing. It's just, I think at this point, it's like a divorce. Everybody should go their separate ways. But then with a divorce, we then have to split everything or what goes where, and that just gets even messier. But I think there's no point forcing, an undivided group of people a divided group of people to be together, because they wouldn't. You can't force it. It's human. Someone says, if you're ready to help your citizens, then do that and stop saying all these nonsense. because seeing more than 5,000 naira in a citizen account does not mean he has the money. And that's the thing, they need to calculate how much, things cost, like the cost of rent, the cost of electricity. Believe that those things should be free, as no one is working. And realistically, is it on an individual basis they give the 5,000 naira, because a lot of families have a lot of children, and 5,000 naira might not suffice for 2 weeks or more. Somebody says someone may even have more than 20,000 in his account, and the money may not belong to the owner of the account. So guys, what do you think of this topic? Give your opinion below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.